You are looking at video 35 over Unity. This is some of the stuff I've had. I'm kind of like tearing this down. I'm trying to make more room in there. I'll just kind of show you as I do the construction of it. And I'll get it together. There's no problem. I'm just show you how I tear stuff apart and put it together. I got to put some of these pieces down inside here like so. And it's going to fit right across here, and it's going to widen. I'm going to bolt that down and then start doing it. I've also got some new magnet wire. Let me show you over here real quick. Grab this stuff. Yeah, this is some of the new magnet wire I got. Just got it in today. 24 gauge. I don't know if you can read that. It's 24 gauge. This is 5 pounds of magnet wire. This is some of the new stuff I'm going to wrap that up with. And I got these other parts here I'm going to make here that bolt up inside of here and all that. It all bolts together. You know, I'm trying to get the angle to come further down inside of here. So when this angle is, when it comes in and out, it's at a very small angle over here. I want to get it into steep angle. That way I can make much longer coils. I got some questions to ask, and that I noticed this flashlight right here. I was just wondering, why is there 2 coils in there? Could this be like 1 coil altogether? Would that be better than have 2 separate coils? Because that's what I was going to do down in there before I do the experiments. I just want to know if somebody knows what's going on. And another question I got is magnets. As you can see, there's some magnets that, let's see, let me see this book here. I got a little book here. It shows you about these electromagnets. This is an old book here, because I do a lot of things here. Let's see, where was I at? Here's like electromagnet. You can see how it picks up stuff in that. It's got a lot more power. And that most, right here, you can see how you wrap this around here and you put this coil and all that. I was just wondering if I could do that with these over here. You know, just take some nylon and encase it and then wrap some wire around it and put that down there. Would it make this magnet a lot stronger? You know, because it's already a strong magnetic material, or not? I'm not quite sure how that would work. I noticed if you run some really fine wire, like something like this right here, I got some magnet wire. This is some really fine stuff. I could wrap it around there. It doesn't use very much voltage, and I was just wondering if that would help any on that. I got a question. I could just kind of like, you know, take some of these magnets and just wrap it around it and then have it feed up through there. You know, put it on layers. Those are a couple questions I got to ask. See if somebody's got some answers to these. And right here, I'm going to show you some demonstrations of what I'm talking about, magnetic drag. Right here I have these 2 engines, and they're coupled together, these motors. Basically, it's the same thing as this right here. You know, right here it's got some of these magnets down inside there. As it turns, it generates power. You know, a lot of the other stuff, I realize that they have electromagnets in it, like your alternator and stuff. It does. But I'm just going to show you for purpose here what's going on this. This is set right here. Turn this on, and it's at 0 and that. I got it for voltage. I'm going to show you what happens with these gauges and stuff. I'm gonna fire this up here. You can see right here, it doesn't run that much. Just a little about 2 amps. Turning right here. Turning in this. This is all hooked up here. It's generating power into there, and it's showing it almost a half a volt. So that's way less than what I'm getting. And you're feeding that in here, right here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something else now. We'll shut this off. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is we're going to put this into amp mode. Right over here. Flip this over to here. And flip this over to here. Now we're in the amp mode. Right now it's reading 0. It'll kick in a minute here. Right, okay. As you notice, I'll start this thing up here and I'll turn this way down. As you notice, it's only like 0.08 of an amp here. I'll speed it all the way up. And it's all the way up here. Look at this right here. It's already up way past what I was having at 4. I'm only seeing 0.3, and I'm already putting it down. Now let me put it down, and it's hardly turning. Now watch this thing take off once I release this. It reads 0. Now watch when I put this down inside here what happens. It was showing a high amount, and then when it slowed down, that's magnetic drag. That's only 0.3 of an amp. You're talking there. And this thing's feeding clear off here. Now, I'll bring it down to about 4, what I was drawing on the amps. Okay, that's what I was running it at. I've been able to get it down to even 3. But it was about right around there I was running it. Look how slow this thing's running. And look at that. It's barely running it. Now watch when I release this. This drops down. This goes to 0, and this speeds up. Like I said, you'll speed up. I'll speed this all the way up again. Now watch this for real quick for a split second. You'll see it be really high. 7 amps for a second there. Put it back down in there, watch. Almost 8 for a split second. Then it kicks in. So that's I'm showing you what the magnetic drag is. This thing's pushing right there, over 8 right there. And that's maxing this thing out. I'm probably 9, 10. So that's basically what I'm trying to show you is how the magnetic drag, you can see what it did on this one over here. It wasn't anything like that. So these are just 2 things that I have coupled together. You know, these got magnets in it, just like what I showed you on that other thing over there just a minute ago. Made up a little quick fixture, and that's just to show you how much magnetic drag is in this thing, these motors and that. Now I'll go back to volts. Like I said, we'll run this over here. That's at the volting section. All it is like I said, they just kind of hooked them up, came off of here, hooked some alligator clamps, because it's kind of hard to hook these right directly up, and then hooked it over to here. I kick this back on. There's not much voltage there. Now, like I was talking to you before, remember we was talking about the other one with the, let me show you something here. It's got some, hang on one second here. This here with the this here with a magnet inside the bottom of it. So that eliminates a lot of, that's from the last video. That's what I'm trying to show you people. I'm trying to link all this together. I mean, a lot of people don't quite understand where I'm talking about or what I'm showing. I also, like I said, I came up with this, turn this off. I ordered some new magnet wire here. This is, like I said, 24 gauge. This one coil over here was 25 gauge. This one over here was 22 gauge. I'm going to try it with a 24th because what you want to do is I want to get a mixture of amps and voltage. Amps and volts. You know, a combination of both. I don't want to have a whole bunch of volts and no amps, and I want to have a whole bunch of amps and no volts. So I'm just trying to get a nice mixture of it to show you in that. And with those magnets in the bottom of here, that'll repel it out and eliminate what you're seeing here. This, I don't care if you buy a generator, do you want. And there is no generator that's going to be able to rotate at this low of a speed. This is only running like a few hundred. So, you know, you're not going to see anything that, it's only running maybe 300-400 RPMs in that range. You're looking at, you know, 4,000 or 5,000 here, you know, to try and generate power. So the nice thing about this new technology is it doesn't have to run such a high RPM in that to do it. So that's what I'm trying to talk to you about, and we'll get this going on. I'll show you some more demonstrations later. I just wanted to get this one going. Goodbye.